today on Lady Tradie we are going to build ourselves a coffee table. All of this stuff can get picked up from Bunnings really cheaply. Alternatively, you can get some things online. So I'll show you what I've got and then I'll show you what to do. So easy, so rewarding, and it looks really nice and fresh. So I picked up this pine panel from Bunnings. It was about $30. They come in different sizes. There are rectangular ones there as well if that's what you prefer. I've also got these legs, which are quite trendy at the moment, but I purchased these online. Now you can get the equivalent thing or different types of coffee table legs from hardware stores. I liked these and they were cheaper to buy online, so I went with that option as well. So altogether this table today will cost around $100 to make. Use a measuring tape to find the center of your table, so mark the center in both directions, and where it crosses over, that is the exact center of your table. That should give you a bit of a guide as to where to place those legs. If you want to be really accurate, like I am here, you will also measure from the legs to each side in 4 positions around that table, just to make sure that they are the same distance all the way around, and that way your table will sit nice and evenly and be well balanced. Now if you need to, put in a drill bit and pre-drill some holes that you will screw into. You would then use a Phillips head screwdriver just to screw those in. But if you're like me and you picked up some timber screws that are the right length, you just drill those screws straight in. Now when you're marking positions on anything, try to hold the pencil as vertical as possible. If it's angled, you're marking sort of to the side of those positions, not directly in the center of them, and that could change the end result. Move the legs out of the way here so that they're out of the way when you are screwing into that, but you're going to use those marked positions to line them back up into the correct place when you're screwing. So even if you don't pre-drill holes, you still want those positions marked so that you pop those legs back in the exactly correct place. The last thing that needs to be done now that I've assembled my table is to varnish it. I'm going to use one of my favourite and tried and tested varnishes. This can be picked up at your local hardware store. A tin of this for about $47 will last you for many, many jobs. So this is a really good investment to have. This is an oil based. If you're not sure whether to use oil or water, check out the video that I have about that to help you make up your decision. But today I'm going to go with oil. Even though I don't like the smell and the cleanup, it is going to give this a nice glossy finish, and that's what I'm looking for this one. So here we go. Make sure you paint with the grain, so I'm going to go with the direction of the timber. Now I will now need to leave this to dry for around 6 hours once I finish this coat. Then I will lightly sand it just by hand with some fine sandpaper. So anywhere between 180 and 240 grit sandpaper should be fine. I'm not going to apply pressure, I'm just going to lightly sand it. Dust that sand off. And then give it one more coat of this. And not only will it look beautiful and glossy, but because I've sanded in between coats, it will also feel beautiful and smooth. Now when you're painting, don't forget to brush the edges as well. If this is used as a coffee table, I really want it to be sealed well to protect it from any spillage that might occur. But also, varnish dribbles down the sides and it can leave quite a thick trail. So as you go along, you want to just clean that up. Now if you're using oil-based, you need to wash your brush out with terps now, otherwise you'll come back to do your second coat 6 hours later and you will find that your brush has gone rock hard. So what I do is I put a container with some terps in the bottom and I give it a really good wash around in there. Usually tip that terps out, fill it up again and just leave my brush in there until I'm ready to use it for coat 2. Then when I come to use it, I need to get as much terps out as possible, so I usually give it a squeeze and give it a good flick outside somewhere on the grass where it won't harm anything, and get that brush dry as much as possible before using it again.